We've all been there. You wake up to find a massive pimple that developed overnight and you need it gone now. That's probably why you clicked on today's video. You don't care how, it just needs to get off your face. Well, in today's video, I have you guys covered. And later in this video, I'm even going to go over what to do if you have to pop your pimple, because I know a lot of you out there are going to do it anyways. That being said, in no way am I telling you guys to pop your pimple. Please do not pop your pimple. Trust me, it's far better to deal with a few days of embarrassment than to have a permanent scar on your face. That being said, let's get into the right way to get rid of a pimple fast. The first step in your routine to get rid of a pimple fast is going to be to use a gentle cleanser. And this is a very important step because it's going to help remove all that built up oil, dirt, and debris on your face that can cause your breakouts to be a lot worse. However, it's very important that you guys don't excessively wash your face because this can actually excessively dry out your skin. And when your skin is dry, it actually produces more oil to help rehydrate your skin. And this excess amount of oil in your skin is actually going to cause you to have worse breakouts. So make sure you're not excessively washing. Sticking to just the morning and evening is perfectly fine. And then some of my favorite cleansers to use is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser and the La Roche-Posay Clarifying Cleanser. Since these are both very gentle cleansers, they're going to help remove all that stuff off your face without overly stripping your skin. And then if you want, you can use a more acne-targeted cleanser like the CeraVe Acne Control Wash, but this does contain 2% salicylic acid, which is kind of a stronger ingredient. So when used in conjunction with the ingredients or the products later in this video, it can cause a lot of skin irritation, so make sure you're being careful there. Alright, so let's take this onto the fun part of the routine, which is going to be your spot treatments. And I had two recommendations for you guys today. So my personal favorite is the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Acne Treatment, and I love this product because it has two different functions. First, it contains 5.5% micronized benzoyl peroxide, which is going to help to penetrate deeply into your pores, and it's going to kill any of the acne-causing bacteria. And then second, it contains lipohydroxy acid, which is an acid that's going to help to remove that oil from your skin and also help to exfoliate your skin at the same time. And then the second recommendation I have for you guys is the CeraVe Acne Control Gel, and this is a product I've been using for a very long time. It contains 2% salicylic acid, which is going to help to remove that oil as well and help to exfoliate. And then it also contains other exfoliating ingredients like lactic acid and glycolic acid, which is going to help to heal acne scars and minimize post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And then the last ingredient it has is niacinamide, which is great for helping to calm the skin and also help to reduce the redness. So both of these products, what I would do is put a small amount on your finger and then gently rub it into the affected area. Next up, after applying your spot treatments, is to apply a hydrocolloid patch. And basically what this is just a small patch that you're going to put over your pimple to help to draw out the stuff out of your pimple and to help to speed up the healing process. And you'll know it's working when you see a little white bump form on the patch. And that's actually a very good sign because what this actually is that's all the stuff that's already been pulled out of your pimple and drawn into the patch. That being said, these patches are going to work best when your pimple is already at the stage of being a whitehead, since that means the infection is already super close to the surface of the skin and that patch doesn't have to work as hard about drawing that stuff out of your pimple. However, even if you don't have a pimple at this stage yet, I would still recommend using pimple patch because it also has the added benefit of preventing you from picking at your acne, and you guys know how tempting this can be. If you're someone with sensitive skin, then it might be best to apply your spot treatment and your hydrocolloid patch separately and not at the same time, since this can actually lead to more skin irritation. Alright, so the product I want to show you guys today is the Hero Cosmetics Hydrocolloid Patch, and this is my personal favorite product. I think it works fantastic, but there are a lot of great patches out there. I believe Panoxyl and Neutrogena also have their own as well. But basically what you want to do is apply this to your pimple and leave it on for 6 to 8 hours to do its thing. And so this is going to be perfect for in your nighttime routine, but if you have the courage to put it on during the daytime, then by all means go ahead. Finally, after applying your pimple patch, it's very important that you still moisturize your skin. And this is because a lot of the acne treatments I mentioned, like these spot treatments, can be very dry and irritating to the skin. So that moisturizer is going to help you rehydrate your skin, which, as I mentioned earlier, is very important so that your skin doesn't go into overdrive and produce more oil. And so what you want to do is find yourself a moisturizer that is non-comedogenic, meaning that it's not going to clog your pores. And two great products for this is the CeraVe PM Moisturizing Lotion and the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. And then if it's the daytime, also make sure you're applying your sunscreen. And same thing, make sure it's non-comedogenic. And a great product is the Cetaphil Oil Absorbing Moisturizer. Alright, before I get into how to pop your pimple, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, please like this video. I'll also be coming out with a video soon about a whole acne skincare routine. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And let's get back to the video. So now the part you've all been waiting for. You can't wait any longer and you're going to pop that pimple. How do you do it? First, I need to go over a disclaimer. This technique is only for the type of acne that is already a whitehead. This is absolutely not for any deep-rooted or cystic acne, since trying to pop that type of pimple can actually lead to a severe amount of damage to your skin and I highly recommend you see a dermatologist to treat it. Alright, so here's what you're going to need. For this technique, you're going to need some cotton rounds, a washcloth, some Q-tips, a lighter, gloves, isopropyl alcohol, and you're also going to need some kind of sharp, long needle. And I got this one from a manicure set I got on Amazon for real cheap. It's specifically meant for popping acne, but you can also use something like a sewing needle. And then your first step you're going to do is you're going to put your gloves on, and then you're going to take your lighter, and you're going to flame your needle just to sterilize it. Alright, give that a little bit to cool, and then we're going to end up taking our hydrogen peroxide, pouring it onto our cotton round, and we're going to wipe that over that as well. Alright, so now you have your cotton round or your gauze full of isopropyl alcohol. Now you're just going to take that, and like I said, you're just going to swipe it over the needle. So what I'll do is I have a small zit here. I'll try to demonstrate it on this. Unfortunately, it's not a whitehead, so I'm not actually going to do anything, but I'll try to walk you through it. You can go on to the next step, which is going to be take your needle, and you're going to lightly stab into the center of the whitehead. Very lightly, and just one time. So with your gloves on, take that, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright, now that you've actually popped your pimple, now is when you want to grab your Q-tips, and what you're going to do is you're going to put light pressure on the side of the pimple. Don't overly squeeze it, don't squeeze it too hard. You don't want to risk pushing that infection deeper into your skin. But what you do is put it right on the side of the pimple and try to pull your skin taut so that the pus can come out. Like I said, don't put too much pressure on the pimple itself. Just pull the skin taut, it'll start to come out, and you can use the end of the Q-tip to get the stuff out of there, and then get a new Q-tip, throw it out, and then keep doing that until you get all of it out. And then once you do that, you can move on to the next step. Alright, now that you've taken everything out of your pimple, or at least as much as you can without putting too much pressure on it, the next step is to grab your washcloth and wash it in cold water. So I'll do that quickly. Bring it out. And then now you're going to take that washcloth and you're going to add some ice into the middle of it. Wrap it up and you apply it to the affected area. And this is going to help reduce inflammation. It's also going to help reduce redness in the area. And it's very important that you guys don't apply ice directly to your skin because it can be harmful to your skin. But once you're done with this step, all you're going to do is apply your spot treatments in your hydrocolloid patch. And guys, that's about it. The one thing I forgot to mention is before you start the technique, is to wash your face. Alright, there you guys have it. This is exactly what I do to help get rid of a pimple fast. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.